6:03 on Thursday, June 26th. We are at 77 degrees, going up to the mid-90s today. Good morning, I'm John Aaron.
I'm Michelle Basch. Our top story, when the Commanders and Mayor Bowser announced the plan to bring the team back to the district, it included a July 15th deadline for D.C. Council to approve the deal. Now the council has introduced a bill to separate the RFK project from talks about D.C.'s 2026 budget. WTOP's Neil Augenstein has the latest.
Council Chair Phil Mendelson says the bill will allow the council to do its due diligence, and no one should infer that funding in the mayor's proposed budget for the Commanders is in jeopardy. The Commanders want the new stadium open in 2030.
The team saying that by 2026 they need to be shovels in the ground, but they don't want any other delays because you're taking on a big project like this. You're also taking down a big project in the old RFK now.
WTOP Sports Director George Wallace says the team's statement reminds the district that this is more than just the stadium.
It's an investment in families, local workers, long-term economic opportunity that will transform the community, district, and the region. Any delay will jeopardize that. They want to be open by 2030.
Mendelson says the council has the same timetable. Neil Augenstein, WTOP News.
And WTOP has requested a comment from the mayor about the new bill.
A packed crowd filled the seats last night at an NBA draft watch party at MGM National Harbor. WTOP's Brian Albin spoke to some of the D.C. faithful.
On the first night of the 2025 NBA Draft, Wizards fans had the chance to meet franchise legends like Phil Chenier, take pictures with mascot G Wiz and the Wizards dancers, and much more at the Wizards Draft Watch Party. Derek Segovia of D.C. has been a fan for 10 years and was taking the event all in.
It's energetic. There's a lot of energy in the building, and I love it. I got some food, some hot dogs, and some beer as well.
And the excitement kept building when the team selected teenagers Trey Johnson and Will Riley in the first round.
I like Trey Johnson. He's a good shooter, and he'll fit right next to Bub Carrington.
Nancy Shaw of Springfield, Virginia won a raffle for a Bub Carrington signed jersey, but as a roughly 20-year season ticket holder, she loves watching the draftees' dreams come true.
I mean, it's a lifetime. It's a lifetime achievement. So it's like to cheer them on is everything you want to do.
Brian Albin, WTOP News.
This could be the end of our first heat wave of the summer, with temperatures today expected to reach the mid-90s. 7 News First Alert senior meteorologist Brian Vandegraff tells us we will be under a heat advisory starting later this morning.
Much like yesterday, we're going to be back in the 90s one more day, our 5th and final day of this stretch. Today, I think about 95, 96, but it'll feel like 100 to 105. Heat advisory will go into effect at 11 o'clock. And much like yesterday, we will see some scattered afternoon storms. Not everyone will see them, but if you do, they'll pack a bit of a punch with some heavy downpours and some gusty winds, so just keep that in mind.
Stick around for more. We'll have the full forecast for you at 6:08.
We've been telling you about how Fairfax County started deploying weapons scanners on some school campuses last spring. WTOP's Scott Gelman reports as of this fall, more students will have to walk through them as an extra safety measure.
Our students are safer as a result of those metal detectors being in use.
School board member Mateo Dunn says even though weapons scanners weren't deployed for very long last year, they were valuable.
There have been at least 1 or 2 guns that were caught in students' backpacks being brought into a school.
He was part of the group calling for more security after an April stabbing at West Potomac High School. The tech went from campus to campus before, but the district is buying more to make the program permanent.
The superintendent authorized $6 million to be used to procure metal detectors for all high schools and middle schools across the county.
Students go through the scanners one at a time, and an alarm sounds if it appears there's something that could be a weapon in a backpack. Scott Gelman, WTOP News.